Hey guys, it is Robin, the lady biker, and I am out today. Well, first off, welcome to Texas. Anyway, I am in my hometown, that's Kingwood, Texas, and I wanted to get out, go for a ride for one, show y'all around a little bit. Ooh, we got quite a bit of traffic. Anyway, show you around a little bit and talk to y'all about the subject that my dad is so mean. I mean, that is a mean man. Alright guys, so like I said, out today, I'm going to be going around Nowhere Lounge. Some places around my hometown. Now right here is Back Pew Brewing. It is a local brewery, and they do such a great job. And what is so funny, and this is so typical of Texas. Are you ready for this, guys? Back Pew used to be an old church that ended up leaving the property. I think they sold it to go to a bigger property. Anyway, a brewery came and bought it. I think it's hysterical, but that's typical of Texas. So that was one of the places I want to show you. And today, as we're riding around, I was going to talk to you about how mean my dad is. And I hope you're all getting the sarcasm here. But how many of you out there have mean dads like I have? I mean, mean. You want to know about what I'm talking about? Let me give you some examples. Number one, my dad, grew up on a small, super small ranch. And, didn't have that many heads of cattle, but we did. And, we had my show heifers and a handful of dogs. So grow up with a small ranch like that. And so these animals have to be fed and watered and cared for daily. Do you know, he made me get up often before dawn to go out and feed and water the cows to help him. It was so mean. In fact, my mama, let's talk about her. She told me that if they didn't eat, I didn't eat. Oh, mean people. Seriously. But then again, that also taught me a really strong work ethic. Having to not only do that, but then to also get out and consistently, on a regular basis, have to give up my weekends to help, walk the fence line and make sure that, everything was in good working order and all that. That taught me a lot. That really taught me a lot. Strong work ethic on how to approach a problem, how to approach a project, and get it done. So that was number one. Number two. All right. I'm turning 16, and I want to learn to drive. And my daddy told me, oh my gosh, he was so mean. Being the former police officer that he is, he told me that if I could not change a tire, change and gap spark plugs, change my own oil, and not only take, but pass my driving test in a stick shift, then I really didn't want my license that badly. See what I mean? Mean man. And I'm starting to wonder about my choice of directions. Oh, I see why. Okay. Let me close that, get some of the road noise out. Then again, doing that also taught me that if you want something, you got to work for it. It also taught me to be a better and safer driver because I know how my car works. I know how it feels. And the same thing now that I'm riding a motorcycle. It's made me a safer, better rider because I know my bike. So maybe that wasn't so mean after all. Number 3. All right, let's talk about first cars. Ooh. Let's talk about first cars. Oh my gosh, my dad was so mean. Yeah, let's talk about this one. My first car when I went to college was a Chevy single cab S10 pickup. Not only was it a super small little tiny pickup, it had rubber floors, not carpet, rubber. It had a cassette player instead of a CD player. It did. Did you know, not only did it not have cruise control, it was a stick shift, and I had to crank the windows. Now, for those of you who are too young to remember, that's those windows that you had to crank. Yeah, My parents were so mean. Then again, it taught me to be very, very grateful for the fact, for what you do have, what I do have. I mean, I was lucky enough to have a car. Was it my dream car? No, it wasn't. But it was a good car, and it took care of me. Goodness, I drove that car probably about 6 years before it was totaled in an accident, maybe 7. Anyway, it taught me to not only be grateful for what I have, but to truly take care of it so it lasts, so that I have what I need for a long time. So then again, maybe that wasn't quite so mean. So, how else? What other example can I give for you? Number 4. My dad is so mean. I ride my bike almost 3,000 miles across the country. And I get here and, I know I need to take a look at my girl Scarlett, make sure that everything is where it needs to be, if there's any maintenance or whatnot. And I was starting to have some problems with her shifting when she got hot, especially in some of the Texas heat and the heat out in the desert. She got a little bit resistant. So I decided to change out the fluids in her just to be, because I got another 3,000 miles to get back. So I thought, well, okay, let's go ahead and do that, and let's put some heavier oil in the transmission so that whenever she's hot, she still shifts and doesn't, it's not a fight to work with the transmission. You know what he decided to do? He said, okay, baby, go get all your fluids, go get your filter. I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to sit back and watch, and I'm going to supervise you. You're going to do it yourself. I mean, seriously, I just ridden almost 3,000 miles. You think the man would have been nice and done it for me, but no. He makes me do it. But then again, it's a good thing we did because, as I said before, teaching me to drive and ride the way he has, it's taught me to know my vehicles, to know my bike, to know when something was wrong, to know when it's running well, when it isn't, when it needs maintenance. And he also taught me how to problem solve when things don't go right. And the whole experience taught me a lot about not just general automobile maintenance, which it did, or bike maintenance, but it also taught me a lot about these M8 engines. They are different. And, I've got my older fat boy, and this one, they are different. And it taught me some new things. And also backing up, what happened was, and where the problem ran into was the oil filter had seized. It got so hot it seized to the engine. Let me show you a picture of the oil filter right here. That's what the mechanic that I actually ended up taking it to had to do to get the oil filter off. So, trying to problem solve and work through that, I learned a lot of little tips and tricks on what to do whenever you run into a problem like that. So, okay, maybe he isn't so mean, because it did teach me a lot. So guys, basically the reason I did this video, I'm blessed and I know it. I have got an amazing father that taught me so many things throughout my life that have made me independent, that have made me self-sufficient and self-reliant. It taught me that I am loved. And it taught me that sometimes the not so fun lessons are the ones that really do kind of stick. So guys, at the end of the day, a mean dad is not a bad thing to have at all. So hopefully each and every one of you out there have your own mean dad. And if you don't, I hope that there's someone in your life, whether it be your mom or a grandparent or a family friend, that can be that mean one for you and show you love and show you how to grow and change. So guys, with that, I am going to keep going down memory lane, riding around here in Kingwood and enjoying it. They call it the livable forest for a reason. So anyway, until next time, guys, get out and ride. Have fun. Be safe. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Bye.